Hello everyone, I hope you're well, enjoying your favourite fragrances today, and this is what we're going to be opening. It is Platinum Egoiste by Chanel Eau de Toilette. Hello everyone, and this is what we got today. Unlike the picture I put up for Egoiste, this is actually Platinum Egoiste, and vice versa for the other video. I don't know why that happened, just wasn't paying attention though. This is what we got today. Again, maybe I need to pay more attention to these things, because I actually ordered Egoiste and they sent me this, thinking that that's what I'd ordered, and I hadn't. When I looked, I'd ordered Platinum Egoiste, which I didn't actually care for that much. I smelled it on the tester strip and I way preferred the original Egoiste, and however it was a very reasonable price, so I thought, well, I'll keep it anyway. And as with some other fragrances, I don't know if anyone else says this, initially when trying them, when I come back to them later, I have a different opinion to when I first tried it. So we'll see if that's the case with this. I don't know, but many people seem to rave about this one. They quite often prefer it. I was the other way, though. Again, after a few wears, one can easily change their mind with these things. So let's get into it. That was the cellophane unwrap, as I'm sure you noticed, and there it is inside. Shiny silver lid, and that's the juice. Very similar of colour to the other one. It looks slightly darker actually. Only fractional marginal, might not even be. A little faint aroma there. Nothing to suggest there's a leak or anything. Right, well, we'll get this on anyway. It's the first wear. I've smelled it on paper, though not. Okay. So that's certainly fresh and aromatic, citrusy. And it's slightly different to when I first smelled this actually. It's different to the original Egoiste. What I liked about the original was it was very woody. It was ambery woody. This doesn't. This feels more citrusy, freshy, which isn't my type of style of fragrance. However, it's not this unpleasant. It really isn't. And in fact, actually, it's not bad. It's actually quite nice. Surprisingly, it seems two different fragrances to the original. And I can actually see quite a bit of utility in this, smelling it now, that this would certainly be a very good spring summer fragrance. Let's have a look what we got here with this then. Go on to the usual, and main chords: aromatics, fresh, spicy, woody, lavender, green, herbal. It reminds me slightly a bit of like Xerjoff, like their Torino, one of their Torinos. A couple of their other like green herbally fragrances, though they're much richer and deeper than this. This is quite light and airy, and like sort of fluffy florally, rather than the Xerjoffs tend to be a little more intense. To my nose anyway. So it's a woody floral musk fragrance. It was launched in 1993, so some years, nearly 30, well, it's over 30 years old, this one. The nose behind the fragrance is Jacques Polge. I believe he did the original, and the top notes are lavender, rosemary, neroli, petitgrain. Middle notes are geranium, clary, sage, Galbanum, jasmine, and the base notes Oakmoss, Vetiver, Cedar, Sandalwood, and amber. So similar ingredients, though I believe, you know what, this is actually really quite nice. It's surprising me because initially I wasn't enamoured. However, I believe it's because I've got used to quite a few floral notes over the last year or so that I'm okay with them now, and I think Neroli's one of those. Initially, Neroli wasn't for me, and yet now it's absolutely phenomenal. I love it. A little thing there of how taste can change. Would this be as good as the original? I think they're two different things in their own right. I mean, correct me if you feel I'm incorrect with that, and you've got your own view, by all means. Though I can see them working in different occasions, and so I'd personally use these in different occasions. This I'd be going out. This is probably more of a gym scent than the original, to be honest. I think the original is probably more of a dressed up affair, whereas this one's more casual, daytime, in the sun fragrance. That's just how I interpret it. So let me know your thoughts on how you interpret this. So the pros on this are, it's a timeless classic. I can imagine, I can imagine a lot of people liking this. It's not offensive. There's nothing to be put off by this. It's quite neutral. There's nothing that would, in my mind, there's nothing that would repel or repulse anyone. It doesn't even feel that synthetic, and I imagine there's loads of synthetics in this, though it really doesn't come across synthetic at all, which surprises me. This was £80, 80 English, so yeah, for 100ml. I'm really not regretting buying this, actually, to be honest. I did it first because obviously the original was what I was intending to get, and this turned up, so was slight disappointment. Now that I'm smelling this, no, absolutely, I'm really glad, because I probably wouldn't have bought this. I probably wouldn't have, and with it being purchased by accident, and now I'm smelling it, I'm actually really pleased. Right, so it's fresh and inviting scent. Yeah, definitely. It's really fresh. It's really fresh, that is. It's a crisp day outside, crisp winter's day with the sun out, and this really suits that, actually. It's matching the climate. Versatile fragrance, appropriate for any occasion. Yeah. As mentioned earlier, tons of utility in this. Well balanced, mixed of botanicals with freshness. Yeah, that probably is in line with that lack of syntheticness to this. Modern and masculine. It's less masculine than the original. Modern. It's back to that timeless classic. This is one that probably will rarely, if ever, go out of favour. It's always there on the side. There's no thought process in using this. You know, if you're in a rush, grab it, or if you want to dress up, or there's a specific occasion, grab it. Yeah, suitable for all seasons, it's saying here. I don't doubt that. Comfortable and inviting. Yeah, it feels a real easy wear. Actually, quite a standard. And great compliment magnet. Yet to discover that, so cannot possibly comment. May not appeal to everyone's taste. You could say that about any fragrance, really, because it didn't appeal to me initially, and I've had to take some time and get used to other aromas for this to work for me. As I mentioned initially, it didn't. May not last long on some people's skin. I don't think this will last long, not on mine. It's the same with Egoiste, the original. I get about 4 hours, really. Though it's such a reasonably priced one, there's nothing to say it can't be topped up throughout the day. Or actually, this to me has a daytime feel to it anyway, so I'd probably wear this in the day and then use something else at night, something a bit more darker and richer. That's not an issue for me. Not all fragrances have to be long lasting. Several reformulations may have affected the quality. Yeah, I wouldn't know about any reformulations with this. As I'm smelling it now, it's really okay with me. It really is. There's no issue. Some may find it too old-fashioned. Well, this to me is, some may find it too old-fashioned. This certainly has a more of a modern feel than the original Egoiste. Certainly that potentially could have the old-fashioned one. This, no, really no. I think this is too fresh. It's very fresh, so it can come across really contemporary. I go in any fragrance store and some of the most successful ones are freshes. This is no way dated, not in my mind. Yeah, let me know what you think about that, whether this is old-fashioned or not. Maybe too weak for some people, possibly. This doesn't scream a beast. It has that, it's so comfortable. It's like, it's not announcing. People walk past you, they're going to get a whiff, they're going to get a really nice whiff. But it's probably quite a comfortable bubble, actually. Yeah, it's quite a comfortable bubble. I don't know what I mean by weak, if it's performance or projection. It's actually drying down to something quite something else. There's citrusy notes. I don't even think there's any citrus in this, though. It comes across as that. Maybe the Petitgrain. Yeah, it does have that sort of vibe. It's a real comfortable fragrance. Imagine my mind's actually changing a little bit as I'm wearing this. Right, not as strong as expected. So again, I'm not sure what people will expect. It's not as strong as the original in the sense that the woodiness and the amberiness. No. However, it's a different fragrance. This is the platinum, so they've tinkered around with it to make it something else. So yeah, not as good as the original Egoiste fragrance. Again, I fell into that. I thought the original was better than this, hence that's why I went to buy it and this turned up. However, now that I've got my nose on this and I'm wearing it, I do think that they're two different fragrances. I really do. I think they're probably incomparable. There might be some finer noses that mine might be able to pick out the similarities, though to me these are two separate fragrances and I wear them differently. So yeah, it's hard to say it's better. It's not as good as the original. It's different to the original, I'd say. Similar to other fragrances in the same category. This is why I'd say this wouldn't go out of fashion and it wouldn't be old fashioned, because there's so many freshies on the market that I imagine have probably seen the success of this and recognise the success it is, and then have gone to make their own versions. Hence there's loads of freshies out there. New ones coming out all the time. Okay, so longevity is saying long lasting. I guess that depends on skin type. This doesn't feel like a long laster to me. It feels again like the original 4 to 5 hours. Moderate sillage to strong sillage, yeah, that's what it feels like on here. More male and okay priced. I'd say this is less male than the original. I'd say this is probably more unisex than the original, though again, if you disagree, fine, let me know. So let's have a little look here at what's being said. 90s Vegas classic, smells like CK Eternity. Love this one. It's an unfamiliar scent for most people. They go to JPG, Dior Sauvage, Prada, but Platinum Egoiste is a smooth, fresh, metallic scent that gives you confidence and a little selfish. You're going platinum selfish for this one. This is just my view. You can take it or leave it. Don't really matter. I think there's a slight Carbon Luna Rosa vibe to this, or Prada Luna Rosa, the original. There are perhaps 2 or 3 fragrances out of hundreds I've smelled where immediately after the first sniff I knew I'd found something eternal. If I could keep one fragrance for the rest of my life, this would be a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. Beats dozens of niche fragrance I own and owned. Fair enough. My girlfriend hated this. I think the sharpness from the rosemary note was what she disliked. Personally, I like the metallic herb vibe. Green and spiky, crisp and shiny. If BDC were a Bentley, this would be an Aston Martin. Liam Payne's signature scent. Will buy it to remind me of him. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, rest in peace, Liam Payne. It's definitely mature and great for more formal occasions. It's sharp and noticeable. To me, it smells like celery. 9 out of 10. No. I can smell the neroli coming through on this. It's really floral now. Sort of bitter, citrusy is dropping a bit, and the floral's coming through. This is a masterpiece, a little old school, but still timeless. Overall, 8 out of 7 out of 10. 8.7 out of 10. Bloody no, what do you need to be a masterpiece then? It's a classic fragrance that still works present day. I will always have a bottle of this in my collection. Perfect, 10 out of 10. See, this is what I thought earlier. Yeah, I agree on the similarity with Mont Blanc Legend EDT, but with the added sour bitter citrus note, probably from the Neroli. That's what I got from this. Mont Blanc, my friend bought some before Christmas, and I wasn't wowed by it. Was this? I think the florals add the extra dimension, which is what I'm really liking about this. Right, divine energizing soapy barbershop frag, smells like the 90s in the best way. It also has a metallic edge. This is still modern. Keep a bottle on your bathroom counter and spray after a shower. Happiness in a bottle. We're in 2025 now, so, and this is the 1990, that person saying 1990s, and I think this is still relevant now. I never smelt it back then, so this is all brand new on me. Make it up what you will, but people love this. To me, it's too sharp and too perfumery in that generic cologne type of way. Penhaligon Sartorial is a better choice in this scent profile. Yeah, I can understand what he means by perfumery, and I'd take that as see that as a compliment. Actually, it's a testament to it. It's the florals in this are so well balanced. It's like it comes across as that. People are gonna notice you're wearing this, as opposed to like generic freshes. This is gonna stand out a lot more than those. Quintessential spring fall office scent. This is a mature and classy barbershop smell, very fresh and beautiful. I'm really going into me barbershops, me fougères at the moment. I know they weren't. I didn't gravitate towards them at first, and I think it's probably because one has to sort of mature into fragrances, and my tastes were very immature initially. Wish I was rich enough to overspray this every day. Well, £80 a bottle. Biggie Small's favourite fragrance. Flip it out, Biggie. Jeez, with all that money, and you're hitting the Egoiste. Yeah, well, anyway, what's that say? It's not all about the money. More money, more fragrance. Solid. That's all you need, one word, solid. Yeah, why use 10 words when 2 will do, or 1 in that case. Very elegant and smooth. I doubt it would last more than 4 hours. Not unique, but damn elegant smell. I agree, that's what I'm guessing of this, about sort of 4 hour. And that's alright. Still, fire. Powerful, commanding respect and strong. One of the best fragrances for work. Yeah, anywhere you work, I think. It doesn't matter. I think anywhere you work. Great, fresh and clean designer frag. Won't break the bank and classic. Can't go wrong with it. I agree now, I really do. I'm actually really loving this. This has shocked me because I was way on the side of the other one. Whenever I spray Platinum Egoiste, Outcast, so fresh, so clean, starts playing. Yeah, it is. It's crisp. Dress up well with this in the summer. And this is, yeah. I'm probably preaching to the converted here. Many people who watch this already know about this fragrance. It's just brand new to oneself. I'm converted now. A lot of talk about with formulation. Why wouldn't you want to smell that money? timeless, effervescent, clean, metallic, undoubtedly one of the best fuchsias ever created, and one that will always have a place on my shelf. Fair play. I agree. This is something one could easily reach for any given moment. It's surprising how many people are saying this is manly. I mean, yeah, it's simply masculine screaming, I don't give a damn because I'm the boss, and then manly office fragrance, okay. And yeah, it is highly floral. That lets me know, and you know, I'm sure you guys are aware, florals aren't just for ladies, women are just feminine. They're not. It can be rocked by men in a masculine way. I'm mind blown. What a masterpiece. I won't say anything, as the other guys below have already said it all. I put this on when I want to feel like Tony Montana. Yeah. Oh, let's check this out, Miles. The last one was, oh yeah, same actually. It's it's just like a fire hose. Well, the opening is something. I can get the herbaceousness of that now. Biggie Smalls, I believe, mentioned this in Big Papa. My go as far as rappers. I got a decant recently and I agree with everyone's statements. Classy and cold, pretty much. Mature and elegant. Not really a casual scent, as it's more an office scent or date night scent for those that don't prefer sweeter scents. Yeah, it does. It conjures up that imagery of officeness and smart attire, smart finely dressed suit, smart casual type of affair. Yeah, so there's a lot of people going on about longevity. Now, bear in mind, it's an EDT. I mean, please, if there's anyone who's got long-lasting EDTs, then put them down in the comments. I'd like to know that, though generally I don't get along with EDTs. I think probably seven, max 8 for me on a EDT, and I'll have to think about which ones they are, though generally I'm looking at 4 to 5 with an EDT, and sometimes it can be less, 3, 2, 3, some loads of love for this. This person here actually sums it up for me. It takes some experience until you find out this is how you want to smell. And yeah, that I really agree with that, because I didn't connect with this at all, and now I'm smelling it. I'm totally connected, and I can only put that down to what I said earlier around developing a nose over time. Yeah, anyone out there who's smelt small fragrances that they didn't think were for them, sometimes they're worth revisiting. It's a lesson for me, it's some learning for me. I've actually had that with quite a lot of fragrances, actually. Initially put off. Silver Oud was one of them, and watch, I was like, they're just so obnoxious, and now I just absolutely adore that fragrance. Way overhyped, nothing special, not long lasting, generic. And I imagine that generic's due to the amount of people that have tried to pirate this fragrance or come close to it. I mean, it's 30 years old. I can't imagine there'd be much before that would make this generic at the time it was launched. Again, by all means, challenge that. I can't believe so many people call it inoffensive. It's one of those popular aggressive scents that always makes me look for an exit without fail. I showed it to my sister, brother and mother, and everyone had the same reaction, so maybe our noses are different. What the hell happened just now? Just purchased a bottle without trying out this most recent version of Egoiste Platinum. They've taken out all the platinum and replaced it with aluminum. Egoiste aluminum. Just wow, I have no other fragrance like this. It's unique and pleasant. It's absolutely beautiful composition. Bought on the blind. This is now one of my 20 signature scents. So yeah, I mean, this was bought by accident, just through absolutely not paying attention. So it's a happy accident. It really has worked out well, because I can really see a place for this. It's certainly really going to have some wares. That bottle's going to get some vintage. Now, I'll leave it at that. there's not much more I can say. I'm late in the game to this, and it's all been said. It really has. I think this is one of them ones that, yeah, if you didn't like it first, try it again. And if you still don't like it, fair enough, though. It's probably worth a revisit. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. That's Chanel Egoiste Platinum. Yeah, please share any thoughts you have on this fragrance. Yeah, that'll be a bit of learning to myself around this, to my own selfishness. But don't judge a fragrance by its first sniff. Keep going back and back and back, and it might drop. If not, then yeah, fair enough, try another fragrance. Though, yeah, that's Platinum Egoiste, and yeah, I hope you got something out of that, and I'm sure you're keeping on creating value in your lives and environment. And so, bye for now. Thank you. Bye.